A college student kidnapped from a Brown County campus is able to call 911 while being held hostage.
And that's what saved her. But it would have been a lot more difficult just a few months ago. 9 News reporter Bryce Onslinger in the newsroom now with new information on how police brought this to a safe conclusion. Bryce?
Well, Clyde and Carol, it was the GPS signal from a cell phone that led deputies to the woman who just minutes earlier had been kidnapped as she walked out of a building at Southern State Community College.
I'm losing contact with her. There's something going on. He's doing something to her.
It's hard to understand what the distraught victim is saying to dispatchers in this 911 recording, but simply making the call could be what saved her life.
She just called 911 from herself and advised that she'd been kidnapped from Southern State Community College, thrown in the back of the vehicle in the bed of the truck.
Dispatchers were able to piece together the situation. The victim told them she'd been kidnapped and was calling from the back of a pickup truck driven by 29-year-old Nathan Parsons. The two knew each other from school but did not have regular contact. She didn't know where she was, but the GPS technology in her phone led deputies to her location.
Once they started broadcasting that information to us, again, we had a couple units who were relatively close to the area.
Both Adams and Brown counties recently had new GPS mapping software installed at their dispatch centers, which was important because the chase crossed county lines. The victim was at Southern State Community College for her first class of the day when she was kidnapped. Deputies say video surveillance shows Parsons waiting on the victim for 30 minutes before he attacked her and threw her in the back of his truck, which was enclosed by a fiberglass cover. That's where she called for help, and that's when the GPS made all the difference.
It would have been just luck that we would have been able to intercept the truck he was in because he went off the main state highway onto a gravel road.
Deputies spotted the suspect's vehicle on Potts Road in Adams County. Parsons led deputies on a chase that ended after the suspect drove into a farm field at Route 136 in Matthias Road. And only 9 News was there as Parsons was taken to the Brown County Jail. The victim was found shaken but uninjured. And deputies say to turn on the GPS signal on your cell phone, and if you find yourself in trouble, you can just dial 911 and leave the phone next to you. That way you can be found without needing to say a word. Carol?
Well, lucky and good story. Thanks, Bryce.